Hey, first period. Welcome back to your English class online. This is Mrs. Harrington. Wanted to let you know that if you did not finish your work from yesterday, no big deal. Do not panic about it. You can pick right up there today and finish up where you left off from yesterday. But for those of you who are on track and you're ready to go for today, let's get started. So today is Tuesday, March 31st, and we are going to start, as we will most days, with Grammaropolis. So today's work is going to be reviewing verbs. You're going to go to Grammaropolis and log in using the same information from yesterday. Complete all of the activities that you see there on verbs, and hopefully you're going to work through that and complete your certificate so that you are reviewing all you need to know about verbs. Okay, so for today's new work, what you're going to be doing is thinking like a movie critic. So you're going to think about the movie that you watched yesterday, the Romeo and Juliet 2013 version, and you are going to think through 6 different criteria for this movie. So when you think about whether or not it actually was a good representation of Shakespeare's writing, we want you to think about these 6 different things. And the first one is the hook. So you can see the categories right here on each of these pages, and you will find them linked on Google Classroom under Read, Write, Think. So I keep mentioning Read, Write, Think, and that's what you see up here. Okay, so the first category is the hook, and that's the ability at the beginning of a movie to just reel us in and make us want to continue watching. So on each of these pages, you'll see that we want you to rate the movie, how effective the movie was in each of these categories on a 1 through 5 scale. We want you to read the explanation of what the hook actually is so that you know what you're talking about and so that you can make an educated comment then about that category. Okay, so the first one is the hook. The second one is imagery in the movie. So not imagery like we think of when we're reading a text, but more like imagery with what do we see there that really brings the movie to life. Then we're going to talk about characterization, which you already commented on from yesterday, so extend your thinking there. You're going to talk about the plot or the story itself. So this is important. When we think about what we read from Shakespeare, is the story pretty much on target, or were there some things that changed that really kind of made you think, this isn't quite cutting it for me? The sounds. So in a movie, sounds are so important. You would want to think about it can be actually music in the movie. It can be all kinds of different things. So when you think about what you heard in the movie, how effective was the use of sound? And then big ideas. How are the themes represented in this movie? Okay, so what you have to do for today, the first task is going to be looking at Grammaropolis, completing the work on verbs. Then you're going to go to the Read, Write, Think material that's posted, and you are going to look at each of the categories in the Be the Critic assignment. After you look at those categories, you're going to actually go to a Google Doc, and this is posted as an assignment in Classroom. So let's look at that now. Using this Google Doc, you're going to record your responses and then submit them as an assignment for me to take a look at for you. So it gives you space here to actually fill in your name, rate the movie here, fill in a 1 out of 5 on the ability for the hook here in this first one. And then there's space also for you to record your comments regarding that particular category. And it goes down through each of the 6 for you. So you will submit that Google Doc, and then at the bottom, we're just talking about we are continuing our thoughts on whether or not the movie stood up to Shakespeare's words. Okay, did it stand up to the actual writing that we read? Okay, so that's it for today. Once you get through all of that, good job. You are doing great. And as Mrs. Storm has reminded us here, keep your distance. So keep practicing that social distancing, guys. We look forward to seeing you soon. Good luck.